Krypto. Home. Take me home.
Hello there, my fellow weary travelers. Andre Dion Moore, your Dark Nerd Rises. And as you just saw, the new Superman trailer dropped, even though it was a couple of weeks ago, not too long ago, but still. I'm finally getting together my little review, or just my little summary of how I feel about it. It's been a long couple of months as far as like work-wise, with the holidays and everything. I just didn't have time just to sit down and, at that time right after it came out I wanted to, but when you work in retail and it's pre-Black Friday, post-Black Friday, and post before and even after Christmas a little bit, you're tired. So right now, without further ado, let's all get together and get ready to go over this little summary of the new Superman film. Let's go. Right there, the new Superman film starring David Corenswet, and I gotta say, I'm looking forward to it. And if you see me looking down, I'm gonna look up some information while I am talking to you. But my impression of the film was actually surprising. I liked it, and it's first off Corenswet, so yeah, I just had to look that up and everything along the other names of the cast and all that. But I'm impressed with it, and the opening scene actually touched me. It was the one with Krypto saves Superman after a battle where he comes to Earth and he falls back on Earth, should I say, and he's bleeding. Like, this is Superman. What can actually do him? And he's lying in the snow. As you saw in the trailer, and you see all of a sudden he does a little whistle, and you know who he was whistling for. And of course, he was whistling for Superman's best friend, none other than Krypto. And seeing Krypto portrayed in a good light, and you're gonna have people that will deviate, from his, classic look that we grew up with and everything. Here's the thing: Super Krypto is Krypto, no matter what. And I do feel that way, just a tad, not a lot, but just a tad. The thing is that though, you can't really knock it. You can't really knock it just yet before you get a chance to see it. And that's the whole critique of, this video here, is in a way not to critique or sit there and say, okay, this looks disappointing. And even though I'm also hearing a little bit of Dark Nerd breaking news that the earlier screenings of the film was terrible, let's not put too much into it. I mean, we've heard so many reshoots with Captain America, Brave New World. What are the chances that, all those reshoots will help that film? And that'll debut in February, which is something I can't wait for. But we're going back to Superman and everything. To all my fellow Marvel Phillies, I'll get to you on both Thunderbolts and Captain America soon. But looking at the film together, I'm actually impressed with it. And one character that I am actually surprised and happy to see, and I want to see, is this guy. No pun intended. That's right. Guy Gardner, played by Nathan Fillion. And Nathan is no stranger to playing, a comic book character, or at least voicing one, because he voiced Hal Jordan in the Green Lantern made-to-video film. And also, he was always rumored to be Hal Jordan if there was ever a Justice League movie. Well, we had one, and sadly, he did not get cast. We had a Green Lantern film. Sadly, he did not get cast, but yet because of that certain film, Ryan Reynolds, who played Hal Jordan in that film, pretty much has made it a career of lambasting that film, and to which I can't blame him. But I would have loved to see him as Hal Jordan in this one. But for him to see Guy Gardner and how he actually looks like Guy Gardner, I mean the chin, the shady looking eyes, and then especially the Mo Howard haircut, very very impressive. And there's one thing though that I hope this movie, if they are paying attention to comic book accuracy and character details, I hope they do this scene in a battle between, since Batman's not in it, and Superman can't really punch him without killing him, and Hot Girl would do the K word and everything. Sorry, I didn't mean to say the K word, but in this one, I hope that they do this one particular scene because I can actually see Mr. Terrific do this, and this is what I'm talking about. This one right here, one punch. I hope they get Mr. Terrific, Michael Holt, to do that, because that would make the entire movie right there. If you ask me, that will get every fanboy happy, fan person, anybody happy. So hey, James Gunn, I hope you have been paying attention, in particular to this particular not episode, not happening. Good grief, folks! I am having a mental breakdown, but this particular incident. And trust me, if you do this, you will have a lot of nerds, scream out in the theater for this particular scene because they wanted this to be, done in live action for so long. And now, speaking of Mr. Terrific, I gotta say, I'm loving this Mr. Terrific right here. I mean, the little face T mask is just perfect. And he's gonna be played by Ed Gattegi, and I hope I'm not butchering that name. But if you realize, he played in X-Men First Class as, oh my goodness, why did my brain just go dead? Darwin, okay, and he died too early in that film. He never got to enjoy his superhero time. And in this one, he does. He gets a second chance. And speaking of former actors who played in the X-Men films, the so-called prequels or whatever they were, don't ask me. I mean, one reason why I'm glad Marvel is, redoing the entire franchise. But here is someone that you will definitely like and you definitely will recognize. You have, as Lex Luthor, Nicholas Hoult. If you recognize him, he was with Mr. Gattegi in the X-Men First Class and the rest of the sequel X-Men First Class prequel films as Hank McCoy the Beast. And to see him play Lex Luthor and seeing just how really they actually got the character down, I'm expecting that he's not going to be the nervous type of emo that we saw in Batman versus Superman. And that version of the character I never really liked at all. I mean, I'm just being honest with you. I never liked him. And this guy looks like he could actually do some serious damage to Superman himself. And so, what is his key role in this film? We don't know. Again, this isn't going to be me just saying like how this film might turn out. I'm just slowly introducing characters and giving my take or view about what I think about these about how James Gunn is approaching this film. And so far, from the look of the first trailer and so forth, I'm liking what I see. Let me go into another character. Metamorpho. Wow. He is going to be played by, let me look at this right quick. By Anthony Carrigan. And that's going to be an interesting take and everything. And this is going to be the first time Metamorpho has been in live action. So, the Element Man will be making his feature film superhero live action character debut in this film. And from what all looks like, I'm actually excited about this because Stag Industries is going to play a big role in this film. So we're going to see how Simon Stagg, Metamorpho, will figure into this storyline when it comes to Superman. But, again, this is about what the characters are going to be like and what they're going to do and how they're going to be portrayed. And one more character before we go, as far as characters, superhero characters are. You have Elizabeth Merced, and I hope again I'm not butchering that name, as Hawkgirl, Kendra Saunders. That's going to be an interesting take, because we've had lately, Hawkgirl being represented, first on the Flash TV series and then on the TV show, DC's Legends of Tomorrow. So it's about time to see we get to see another Hawk character, because we did have Hawkman in live action on both TV and in the movies, in Black Adam in particular for Hawkman. And I hope Aloysius Hodge gets cast back as Carter Hall. So this is going to be interesting right there on the superhero front. Now for the rest of the cast, and up front we have Rachel Brosnan as Superman, as Lois Lane. And in the back we have the Daily Planet supporting characters. Cat Grant, it looks like, in the grayish blonde wig. You got Jimmy Olsen, Ron True possibly, the tall gentleman back there, and a couple of others. And what role Lois will play in this film? Well, obviously she has a big part. And again, the premise of this video is not to sit here and just dissect every Easter egg, and that's something I might do later on. But this is just an intro and overview of what, who I'm looking forward to see. And basically it's just going to see the superheroes that are going to appear in this film and what roles they will be in as the film progresses. So folks, drop a line. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, and please continue to share, and I hope I get to we'll talk to you soon. Okay folks, enjoy, and as always, from your Dark Nerd Rises, Agape.